This time we've got quite a few things to go through, starting with more detailed info about Himeko SP's team, then some new updates about the Fate collab. There's also talk about a big version in 4.4, some news about Nova Flare, and the whole NPC becoming playable thing is starting to feel more and more real at this point. Before we begin, please hit the like and subscribe button. Now if you have done that, let's get this video started. Now, to be honest, most of the news last week is not exactly fresh, it's more like existing rumors getting stronger. That said, there are still a few new pieces of info, like the Fate collab paths and more details about Himeko SP's team. So yeah, we will just break it all down one by one. Alright, let's start with Himeko SP's team. So this comes from DK2, he mentioned that Himeko SP needs express crew members in her team. And the keyword here is needs, not works well with or fits nicely, but actually needs. So based on her current early kit, it sounds like she genuinely requires express crew characters to function properly, but he also clarified that she does not need a full express crew lineup. So maybe just one or two members, not all 3 slots. From the way this sounds, it kind of reminds me of Cyreni's kit. The difference is Cyrene buffed the team as a support, while Himeko might be getting buffs for herself when there are express crew members around. Still not 100% sure though. And there's more. There's another note from Silly Leaks. He said it's from Anonymous and supposedly credible, but honestly Silly Leaks has missed quite a few times recently, so don't take this as guaranteed. Basically, he said that this leaker sometimes mixes in fake info on purpose to catch people stealing leaks. According to him, Himeko SP and Robin SP are not in the same team at all. Himeko has her own setup. The rest of it just sounds like typical leaker drama, throwing in fake info to track who is copying. So now the question is, if Robin is not part of the team, then we still need to fill 3 slots for Himeko SP. At launch, it will probably be something like Sunday for support and maybe Danhang PT for sustain, or even someone like Wealth. There just are not that many options right now. Could it be MC with different path? Maybe, but probably not Elation, it does not really match. But there's no way this is her final team. No chance. This is most likely just a temporary setup. There's no way Hoyo makes old characters her best in slot. At least one new character should be part of her ideal team. And if she really needs express crew, then version 4 should introduce at least one new SP express crew member. There's a rumor about another SP, but if I remember correctly, it's not very reliable, so yeah, we'll just have to wait. Also, Mortis did mention express crew before, but not as a final team. And honestly, I'm not sure how accurate he is right now since he has not really been active lately. Speaking of Himeko, there's also new information about her from Luna. Actually, it's not a few one, but more like clarification regarding Himeko SP's skill and how it works with the new relics. Luna stated that Himeko's ultimate will still deal damage, and the effects that trigger after using their ultimate do not affect the ultimate's damage. They execute it after the ultimate's damage has already been calculated and resolved. So this screenshot is basically Luna telling us that the new set works like how Violent Ultimate is. They also add that units like Sparksy and Imbibitor Lune cannot get the benefit from this set, as the text in their skill description mentioned that their skill is not counted as using a skill. But units like Chinchu and Archer are different. Every arrow that Archer shoots or every jet tiles that Chinchu draws are both skill. But this does not make Chinkyu a great candidate to use this set, since her main damage is in her basic attack. And they also mentioned Seridra, and this potentially make her synergize well with Himeko SP's kit in the future. Seeing this information is actually contradicts the old rumor from Sakura Heaven where he said that Himeko's ultimate won't deal any damage and she has like 3 enhanced skills. So basically she is a female Finan, but I don't know who to trust at this point. The most important thing we need to know about Himeko SP that she will use her enhanced skill to blast off her enemies. And then another thing that we should know about future Himeko is that her model will not be the same as the current ones. This information comes from Galaxy, and they say that she will be using a mate model. It means as tall as Fugue and Cyrene. As why it changed, there's no further information to clarify this. Probably it has something to do with her story later. Alright, moving on to the next topic. This one is also from Silly Leaks, about version 4.4, specifically the patch size. He said that the testers mentioned version 4.4 is going to be a big patch, like a major one. Then he hinted at the possibility of a collab, most likely referring to Fate. That's basically it, right? Version 4.4 is expected to be huge, maybe even bigger than the 4.2 anniversary patch. So the question is, what actually makes it that big? Endgame content already started in 4.3, so it's probably not that. Could it really be the Fate collab? It feels weird if they don't heavily tease something that big right from the start of version 4. If it only gets announced during the 4.2 livestream, that would be kind of strange. Usually something like that gets major promotion early on. Sure, it's not their first collab, but still, the timing feels off. So I'm still a bit skeptical about the Fate collab for now. But speaking of that, there's some fresh info about it. This one also comes from Anonymous, but apparently Luna said something similar too. So I don't know if this is copied or legit, but let's just go through it. According to this, Gilgamesh will be Destruction, Rin will be Erudition, Lingsha will get Nova Flare, and one NPC will become playable. Most likely, Kuchiba. What is new is the confirmation of paths, Destruction for Gilgamesh and Erudition for Rin. The funny part is he only mentioned Nova Flare for Lingsha, but earlier rumors also included another character for Nova Flare, right? So we don't really know which one is correct. Maybe it's just Lingsha, maybe both, or maybe none at all. It's still all speculation. As for Kuchiba, Luna also mentioned the same thing. Again, I don't know if it's copied or separate info, but since more people are talking about it, it does feel a bit more believable. That said, based on the data mining, if I remember correctly, Kuchiba does not have a playable character code. So yeah, not sure how that's supposed to work. Or if it's not her, there are some other candidates as well, like Mr. Reka maybe, since he's technically an NPC with distinctive appearance. This might have something to do with the old rumor that said there will be a new remembrance character later somewhere in 4.4. But who knows, right? It also could be Skrullum, since he's technically the same as Mr. Reka, an NPC. Or it could be anyone, but at this time, it's not 100% confirmed who is gonna be playable as NPC. Let me add a bit more from Luna's post. First, Gilgamesh in 4.4 is rumored to be free. I actually missed this before. Honestly, it sounds pretty fake, but that's what he said. His destruction path does make sense though, based on 4.3 materials, right? For Rin, she's coming as limited unit in 4.4. I actually thought it would be the other way around. Rin is free and Gilgamesh is limited. But yeah, female characters usually sell better, so I'm not really sure about the free Gilgamesh part, but the rest, like the paths, still seems reasonable. Again, don't take everything at face value, let's just wait for the official 4.2 livestream. If they don't mention the Fate collab there, it will be really weird if it suddenly shows up in the 4.4 beta. At the very least, it should be announced in the 4.2 livestream since that comes before the 4.4 beta. And then we have another info about 4.3 reruns. This comes from Honkai Star Rail Italia, which I think he or she is kinda reliable. They say that the banners will be include Mortenax Blade, potentially in the first half. And then we got Yalgbang, Finan, and Cyrene. Blade is a really great supporter here, so his pull value might be huge, especially for those of you that had benched your Acheron after a long time. The point is, Blade is a generate supporter but without DDD. He is really good even at E0, but I think his S1 is not that good, or at least we should wait for his V4 if there will be any changes to his signature. And then we have Yao Guang. She is currently the best in slot support for Elation main DPS, and if you have Silverwolf or Evanesia without her in the team, now is the perfect chance to bring her home. As for Cyrene, as long as you have Crisis Air main DPS, for example like Aglea, Castoris, she's still a great unit, especially at E2. Her vertical investment is still worth it. Finon, however, might not be the wisest pull in this 4.3 at E0, but if you decided to vertically invest in him, he is no doubt very worth it. So that's all from my Star Rail news today. Last week is not the strongest week, to be honest, not a lot of fresh info. Many information just came out of nowhere and it's hard to fully determine which one is the most reliable. So what do you guys think about all of this? Please share your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button, turn on notification as well so you won't be missing out on any of my Star Rail content. I will see you guys on my next one. Bye bye!